Hello YouTube! So recently my roommate was telling me about all of these different apps that you can download to help you with sleeping. There are apps out there that can help you fall into a deeper sleep, that can track your sleep cycles to wake you up during your lightest sleep cycle. And there are ways to track just about everything possible to do with sleeping. It's kind of nuts. I mean, I thought we were supposed to turn our cell phones off before going to bed. In my research of this, however, I stumbled upon something that I think is probably the greatest sleep app of all time, which is SleepTalk. SleepTalk is an app that you turn on right before you go to bed, and then it stays primed and ready all night to record any potential talking you might do in your sleep. How great is that? I was so pumped to find out what kinds of things I might be talking about while I'm sleeping that for the next 2 weeks I turned SleepTalk on every single night before I went to bed. Since then, I have learned some interesting facts about sleep talking. According to studies, about half of all kids between the ages of 3 and 10 talk in their sleep, but when you become an adult, that number goes way down. Only about 5% of adults talk while they're sleeping, and I am not one of them. The entire 2 weeks that I left SleepTalk on, this is what it picked up. Tossing and turning, nothing. One night I saw a particularly large spike in one of the readings, which was really exciting, but it turned out to be a dog barking, and I'm pretty sure that that wasn't me. I was bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. I was excited to hear potential crazy ideas for future books, or mumblings of lottery numbers, or the coordinates to a secret long-lost treasure or something, but nope. Nothing. I decided to then go online. There had to be help sites or forums or something, you know, ways to train yourself to talk in your sleep, like lucid dreaming or, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe there was some sort of pre-bedtime mantra that you could recite, or specific foods you could eat at specific times of day that would help encourage this kind of thing. But all I found were ways to prevent sleep talking. Tips and cures on how to reduce middle of the night mumblings. Why would you want to get rid of something like this? You have a gift! Here are some of the tips I found to lower the amount of talking one does while they're sleeping. 1. Reduce stress. 2. Get plenty of sleep. 3. Cut down on your caffeine and alcohol intake. And 4. Exercise at normal hours of the day. So what I'm getting here is that if I just do the opposite of all of those things, I should start sleep talking more, right? So like get really stressed out, stop sleeping entirely, just be really wasted all the time before going to bed, and exercise at 4 in the morning. Sounds pretty worth it to me. I know that sleep talking can sometimes be linked to more serious sleep disorders or health conditions or even night terrors, but often sleep talking happens by itself and is entirely harmless. Basically the point of this video is that when I was looking up sleep talking, most of what I found is that the people who do it are really embarrassed or concerned about the fact that they do this. They consider it a disorder and they'd like to stop. But I think it's awesome. I think sleep talking is something that is really, really neat. There's even a functionality on SleepTalk that a lot of people use where you can share your funniest recordings with the community and vote on which ones you think are the best. I think that's a really good example of taking something that you might think is weird or odd and celebrating it, and I think that that's great. I think it's hilarious that people are sharing their sleep talking recordings with each other, and I also feel like it's this sort of exclusive club meant for chosen people, and I just wish that I could be a part of it. I'm wondering if you talk in your sleep, or if anyone's ever told you that you do, or if you know anyone who does a lot. What are some of the funniest things you've ever heard someone say while they're sleeping? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.